The winter solstice is about birth, and it's about fire. It is the stillness right before a blaze of light. Fierce and gentle reader, you can enter this book anywhere you like. If you decide to begin it here, at the winter solstice, may I suggest you tie your breath to the breath the world takes before the sun rises out of the dark and frozen sky. Breathe in deep and let it fly. Amy and I have a long-standing tradition of getting together during the holiday season. We play music like we do most times we are together. Amy does her human radio bit, pulling the chords for any song you can think of out of her fingers and shaking the rafters with her pipes. I learned how to sing by trying to be loud enough to sing along with Amy. After walking out on an 11-year relationship, I kept showing up at her house. I couldn't really talk about it, so we would play guitars and ukuleles and sing. And then one minute I was whispering, tight-throated, and the next my voice came cracking and tumbling out, my real voice. Singing, brokenly, happily, badly, bravely, led me out of a frozen place. I cracked and fell toward a life so much more vibrantly alive it was like being born. So we get together around Yule, and we holler punk versions of Christmas carols, or we harmonize, conjuring our best mom-at-church voices. Like any good chosen family, we have incanted new possibilities into each other's lives just by being there, just by singing together. The Roman festival of Sol Invictus, the unconquerable sun, was celebrated on December 25th, as was the birth of Mithra in the male-only Roman mystery cult, Mithraism, loosely inspired by the Zoroastrians. But it is Mother's Night, December 20, that begins the 12 nights of Yule. This is a time to draw closer to your maternal ancestors. Mother's Night begins this season in the dark, tied with our breath and our voices to all the possibilities inherent in that space before and between. We keep the Yule log burning to keep us on this side of life, to stay warm and survive until tomorrow. This moment is a dangerous encounter with death, just like the labor of childbirth has been for most of human history. And in this way, this moment is, by its very nature, dangerous to patriarchy. In some traditions, the women and girls of a village would craft a life-size doll out of wheat, reeds, and flowers. Holding hands with this figure of the Snow Queen, they went walking her through town, singing songs at the doorways where girls lived. They walked her to the river, and they drowned her. In other traditions, they burned the Snow Queen and warmed their hands by her fire to call forth the end of winter with her death, and to celebrate her rebirth as the goddess of spring. The winter goddess of death, of frozen fear and storms raging, is also the Spring Queen, bursting through the other side, adorned with flowers, steeled by the soul of the ancestors who walk with her from the dark. She has been through the underworld and has known fear, and as the Wiccan axiom whispers to us, where there is fear, there is power.